Hello and welcome to the replay. For those of you who don't know, my name is Amity. I'm an independent consultant with Chalk Couture, and tonight I am going live with options for you guys to do at home while you're getting a little stir crazy maybe. I spent all day today crafting and making signs for my brother's wedding, and it is so much fun. I'm so happy to get to do it again for you. Leah had suggested that I come on and show some of you who were curious about it. So did you tag Leah? Okay. We will tag Leah so that she can share this to her friends who were curious about Chalk Couture. And I'm going to show you a bunch of different, thank you my love, bunch of different ways that you can use this. And Leah has requested a spring theme. I'm going to start out with something simple that you guys can do. This is cardstock paper, just plain old cardstock. So your kids are at home, they're bored, they want something to do. They can use Chalk Couture on cardstock paper. Have a pen pal, send mail back and forth. When my kids were young, they had a blast having pen pals. I think Hannah had one who was from Albania. She moved here and was a homeschooler. No, Haley did. And Haley really loved writing to her. But anyway, so I'm going to show you very quickly how you can use chalk on your cardstock. Basically, you're going to want a terry cloth towel and the transfer of your choice. And I'm just going to grab something floral to put on here. And this transfer I'm pulling out right here is called Plant Seeds of Love. When you buy this transfer, it gives money to Watts of Love, which will go into places that don't have electricity, help them with solar power, help them so that they can make some money by saving on kerosene and things like that. But just really simple, I'm going to show you all of our chalk pastes are organic, naturally pigmented. Because of that, they will separate. So when you open them up, you want to stir them. Also, because they are completely organic and naturally pigmented, you don't want to put tap water in it. If your chalks are a little dry, you add distilled water. For some odd reason, tap water has something in it that will cause these to mold. So I always have, if it's a little dry, I always just have a little spritz of distilled water ready, and then I can just mix it in. Because my favorite colors are purple and hot pink, that's what you guys get to see today. All right. Scissors. Our chalk paste goes on wet. As you can see, it is wet in the jar, and it's going to spread really easy. And then it dries hard. Because of this, it won't wipe off unless you spritz it with water and scrub it off. It is water soluble, so that will happen. So when working with paper, I always take this and put it on that terry cloth towel and fuzz it up. Oh, okay. I do that so that it will lose some of its stickiness. And then I just press it on here. This is a silk screen, so it's very similar to screen printing. And so when all the air bubbles are out, everywhere where the teal is, it's going to stick. And we'll just dip into our chalk paste in our fabulous colors and just press through the silk screen. Like I said, very, very much like silk screen printing on t-shirts or whatever. Lift it up. And there you have your beautiful design. Is it in the screen?
Yeah, cool.
All right. So there you go, and you can continue on. As soon as it dries, you can layer it. And I have my air gun here, but hair dryer works great. And you just go ahead and dry it. And once it is dry, it's not going to come off. And then we can go ahead and let's
Jennifer wants to know if they're reusable.
These are reusable. I just dropped it in the water bath right back here. I have a pan of water, and all I'm going to do is wipe it off in water, and then I will wipe off the front and the back of it with a Lysol wipe, let it dry upside down. The Lysol wipe cleans out the front, and then when you do it on the back, it reactivates that sticky adhesive, and once it dries, it's sticky all over again. It goes back onto this carrier sheet, and you use it again and again. So I am going to really quick, I have a lot of projects to show you, just to show you how awesome and diverse this thing is. And you will hear Hannah, or as I call her, Hannah Vanna, from behind the scenes. She's reading your comments to me and letting me know what you guys have to say, any comments or suggestions. And that goes into the water there. So there we go. There's your cardstock. And that can go in the mail, or make something for Grandparents' Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day, whatever. Pastor's Appreciation, Teacher Appreciation, which right now would be you guys because you're the teachers. So I love this method of doing that. We did Valentine's cards for Valentine's Day with the transfers that they had. Now I'm going to show you that you can use it on glass. You can chalk on the glass, and then, so like I do my pastor's window, so I will chalk a design on it, and it will stay up until we hose it off and scrub it off. Takes a little elbow grease, and then we can put on a new design. But you can also use Armor Etch. This Armor Etch will not harm the silk screen at all. In fact, it's no different than the chalk.
So do you buy the stencils or make them somehow? That's what Emily wants to know.
Emily, the wonderful thing about these is I buy them. Every 4 months, my company comes out with new transfers, so they're all fresh, on trend. This is our idea book here. It's pretty thick. We're getting ready to have a new one release April 3rd, I think, or something like that. Really close here. But these are all, I don't make them. I don't have to go through the hassle. These come pre-made, all of them. And then I just cut them apart and use them. All right, so I'm going to show you.
She wants you to show the chalk markers for Emily's CC boards.
Yes, chalk markers.
You don't have your white one?
I don't have my white one. So I have 4 colors of chalk markers. I have black, shimmer gold, and shimmer silver. I'm going to find a chalkboard to write on. Let me grab it real quick. Oh. Well, my demo board is completely full, folks. Let me show you how easily this comes out. Okay, so when it dries hard. This is me scraping on it, and it's not going to come off, right? Not coming off. And I will show you how easy it is to change out your boards. So like I said, these are water soluble. So all you do is just spray water on it. It doesn't have to be distilled. It can be tap water. And then it'll come off like that. Just scrape right off. And you can see it's all collecting on there. And I should have grabbed one that's already clean. But now you can see it is just completely rubbing off. And I won't entirely clean this off because I don't want to waste your time. So I'll wipe this down and then just show you those chalk markers, which are absolutely fabulous.
Oh, Leah said normally just water, right now scraping, question mark.
Well, the deal is, you know, when you use just water, you can use a little elbow grease. This is the lazy man's way. No elbow grease. So I can just do it this way without any scraping. But you're going to see it takes a little bit more to get it off. Whereas if I take this scraper, it comes right off. So that's all I was doing, was being lazy. Or efficient. I was being efficient. All right. So I've got this mostly cleaned off so I can show you those chalk markers. Yes, dear?
Emily wants to know how much the chalk markers cost.
All right. You want to look that up right in back for her? And I will demo the chalk marker. It's on one of those back pages there. All right. So this is Shimmer Silver. And hopefully I'm in the screen and have enough light. But this is Shimmer Silver.
The chalk markers are $14.99.
$14.99 for a 2-pack. So you can choose if you want the shimmers or if you want the black and white. You might think, why do I want black? We have white chalkboards, or like I have down here, a white tray. And once these dry, they dry hard and they won't smear off, just like the chalk pastes. They'll dry and won't smear, but then once you're ready, you can just spray it with water and wipe it right off.
Leah says she's totally buying them.
They are wonderful. And the shimmers are gorgeous. The shimmer gold, I have to be a little honest, it's a little close to mustard. It's like a shimmer mustard to me.
I disagree. Okay,
Hannah disagrees. All right. So you can use those markers for your addition, subtraction. You can write on glass. You can write on metal, which is what I just showed you as a metal tray. Pretty much any surface, and it'll wipe off, unless of course it's wood or something like that. Yes.
She said, cool. Would you say they last for quite a while without drying out?
Yeah, they haven't dried out on me yet.
And you have them for a while?
Yeah. So I haven't had a problem with them drying out. And if you do end up having a problem, you can just come to me and I'll take care of it for you. So, yeah, you shouldn't have any issues. All right, I'm going to do, unless you've got more questions.
Hello, Linda.
Hello, Linda. So anytime you are chalking or etching or whatever, inking on any smooth surface like glass or metal or things like that, we also fuzz. Because when you pull it up, it's going to really want to stick to this, and when you pull it up, it'll stretch that silk screen in there. So this towel is going to be your best friend. So right here, I'm going to probably make this jar for Miss Leah. I'm going to put some flowers on it and a bumblebee. Unless you don't want it, Leah. I won't force you to take it. So this armor etch you can find at any craft store. And this is really great for mirrors, glass, whatever. I've etched all of them. You just take this and press it through the silk screen. And then you leave it for, I think, 3 minutes. And then what it does is it etches that glass. So you're going to actually have this flower design in the background. So,
oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, what?
It's cool.
So
she said, no, I do.
So I'm going to put this giant bee on the other side. And then flowers on this side. But I will finish it after the live. I'm just going to show you how this works. So I'm going to leave this right here, and Hannah's going to let me know when 3 minutes is up. Yes, Miss Hannah.
She said, sweet, I will probably need to try those. I haven't found a great chalk marker for my big chalkboard in my dining area.
Yes, it works really great.
Hello, Candy.
Hey, Candy. I hope you're feeling well, girl. Okay, so we've done paper. We're doing glass. I have done wood. These are just some little palettes I whipped together and decorated. Country home with a cow and a milk can. And then I just put a little hanger on it. This is something super easy to make. Like I said, I just nail them together, stain them, oil them, and then I use my chalks on it. So once I'm done on wood decorating, I do seal it with a spray-on polyurethane. That way, if this were to, like, something splatters up in the kitchen and were to hit it, I can still wipe it down and not have to worry about rubbing away my chalk. So that is on wood. I have done it on metal. Here, let me show this.
Oh, I like that one.
Who?
That one.
Oh, the cow?
The
this one.
bucket.
Okay, so I found this metal bucket, and this is just chalked. And like I said, the chalk goes on hard. It's not going to rub off. You can decorate everything in your house. This is like, everywhere I go, I think I can chalk that. So, one of the things I've been doing for kids is I will do a little transfer, a chalkable chip. They come in white or black, and then a paste. And I'm doing these little kits for just a few dollars. But right now, I'm running a special. These come in 12 packs, and this is great for the preschoolers. You can do matching. You can do memory games. You can do hide and seeks. So basically what we do, yes?
Emily said the silk screens can be used multiple times.
Yes. Yeah, they usually say these can be used 8 to 12 times, but I'm going to be honest, I've used some of mine upwards of 30. So if you take really good care of them, wash them off, and Lysol them, like I said, they will last you a long time. So these guys come in a 12-pack, and I believe they're $12.99. And then you can get these, which is a 12-pack, and these are $14.99. And I'm throwing in a special gift that will help you complete this. I can't say what it is because this is a public page. But you can do 2 of one kind and do matching or memory by flipping them upside down for your younger kids, and then they can play memory and whatnot. But it also helps them because they get to do a little art class too. Super, super fun. And we have a summer one. I have one farm one. They're no longer available on the site. And then we also have a spring one. But that is a fun thing to do with the chalkable chips. And like I said, I sell these little sample packs for just $5. So
Yeah, the chips are $12.99.
okay, all right. So it's been 3 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and wash this off. And normally I would go to a sink and wash it off, but that's over there. So I'm just going to right here spray it and wipe it.
Hello, Miss Chris Williams.
Chris Williams, hello girl. All right, I'm going to show you how wonderfully this shows up. I'm going to rinse it off again real quick. And just so you can really see, I'm going to shove something colorful in here. It's hard to see through something clear. There you go. So, let me know if I'm in there. I should have had a light back here behind the camera.
Yeah.
See that flower there?
A little closer, yeah. There you go.
Can you see how that shows up? So this is etched on there. This can go through the dishwasher. This can do whatever. It's not going to wash off. It's not going to disappear. That is actually etched into the glass. So that's a super fun project. And like I said, these are reusable, so you can make gifts and gifts and gifts.
Yes, and you can get the etching cream from the craft store.
Yep. Okay, so
We do not sell it. Disclaimer.
Yes. No, we do not sell it. All right, so that's paper. That's that. We did wood. We did... So not only do we have chalks, but we also have inks. And I'm going to show you a really, really fast ink project. Let me move this out of the way. And we've done t-shirts, aprons, dish towels, anything you can ink, pillowcases. Some people will do little squares and ink them, and then they make quilts. So this is something great home economics type thing. I just have a really simple drawstring bag that I picked up, and there is a sticky ink mat in there. We do sell these. What that does is it holds it in place, so when I'm taking my squeegee across it, your fabric is not shifting. And it also keeps it from leaking through to the other side.
The ink mats are $17.99.
Yep, $17.99 for an ink mat. Okay, so I'm going to do Be Humble and Kind. And I'm going to reach in my drawer at random and pick out a color. Actually, there's one right here.
Those are inks.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, these are inks. The inks are $13.99. These are huge tubs. One of these lasted me over a year. So these will last you a long time.
Some of them we've had since we started.
2 years old, yeah. Some of them are. So I'm going to go ahead and take these two colors since they're so similar, and I'm going to show you an ombre on this ink mat. And our inks, you can throw it in the washing machine, and it's completely safe. It won't come out. The reason for that is when we're done and I peel this up, we're going to let it dry with a hair dryer or just let it dry overnight, and then you heat set it with an iron. You just take parchment paper over the top, heat set it, and then it's good to go. Any questions yet?
My friend, can you do a drawing of some sort for my friends? Maybe if they order, their name is out in the drawing?
Absolutely. That sounds wonderful. That sounds like a plan.
So if y'all put in an order, we'll do a drawing for a free prize.
Yes. And comment below if you would, how about this? I will give away a free pack to anyone who does an order. And then just put in the comments if you would like it to be an ink pack or if you would like it to be a chalk pack. And this will be a project that you can do at home with your kids. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm just putting a little extra here because I'm going to take my finger and I'm just going to blend together, pulling from both colors. And it should do a pretty gentle ombre. Are you getting that wet wipe ready for my finger? Mm-hmm. You're such a good girl.
You're welcome.
All right. And then I'm just going to scrape off the excess and pull this up and show you what it looks like. So Hannah has made some beautiful t-shirts.
I have. I've made one
made
for
some
Ariel.
For Ariel, yep.
Yeah.
Some Mr. Darcy ones.
Oh my goodness, this Mr. Darcy's the best.
All right.
Boys are better in books.
I'm just making sure I don't have ink on my fingers because if you do get ink on here, it's not going to come off. So I always check my fingers first. All right. So here we go.
Ooh.
Be humble and kind.
Very good.
And I can keep decorating and decorating on this, make it as extravagant or as simple as I want.
Yes, you can add flowers and bees for spring.
Yes, I can add some bees.
You can add some leaves, birds, because we do have birds.
We do have a lot of bless our nest bird stuff. Absolutely.
Got one hanging up on the wall.
Oh yeah, they can't see it though.
Yeah.
It's up too high. All right. So this just gets set off to the side. We remove the ink mat out before we heat set it. You don't want to melt your mat. So we also have little pennants, things like that you can decorate. I've got them in a couple different sizes that I've been doing for my grandma. She loves butterflies. And so I'm making a double-sided one and sewing it together.
As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord.
Here are some coasters that Hannah did a while back. And they were heat set in a toaster oven. So you can do all kinds of different projects with them.
Snowflakes, we were puking.
Yes.
No more snow. No more snow.
And I want to show you those little chockable chips that I was showing you for the memory games and the matching games. You can punch a hole in them with a crocodile and make fun things to hang. What?
Nothing.
Oh, it's called a crocodile. Anyway, you can make fun things to hang around, make garlands, whatever. So there's my ink project. I'll set off to the side. And I'm going to show you painting with this because you can paint with it.
Will you deliver because of quarantine?
I absolutely 100% will. On the Rapid City To Go site, I let everyone know there that I would deliver. So I will bring. The only thing is I run a daycare. So from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. I am a working lady, but I will definitely deliver after. And yes, my daycare is still running. It is in my home, and I make sure it's extra clean here.
We are stocked up on Lysol and toilet paper.
Unless I keep chalking, then we might run low on Lysol. Gotta quit grafting. All right. So here's a metal tray. We sell these as well. I love these because I made my brother one that said home with a puppy paw print as the O, and then he takes a magnet and puts his little puppy's pictures up here. Anyway, and he hangs it on the wall. I'm going to make something for one of my friends, and I'm going to show you the water paint technique. Actually, let me grab it.
The metal trays are $12.99. Yep, it's part of our reclaimed collection.
All right, I'm going to show you this real quick. This transfer, everywhere that there's teal, you're going to have the background beneath. So the only places any color is going to show up is where it's white. So what we did is we put white through there, and then we came through with our chalk paints, a little watered down in a paintbrush, and we painted in there, and once that was dry, we put this back over the top to get our outline back on there, and it added in all the details. And so I was going to do that on the metal tray, but I'm wondering if it would, the second layer would peel up from the metal.
I don't know.
So I'm going to finish this up. Finish cleaning this up. Let me know if anyone has any questions. I'm gonna do it on here to show you this, just because I'm nervous about doing it on metal. Layering on metal, I've never done that before. So my website is chalkcouture.com/Amadee. My name is Amadee. You can go on there and check out any of the projects that we have on there, or you can give me a call and I will put together a pack. You just let me know what you want. I'll put together the pack out of the stuff I have here, and then I'll just deliver it to your house. So we also have these chalkboard erasers, which are amazing. Mine is down to a nubbins right now, but it helps erase things a lot faster than a paper towel.
It's kind of like a Mr. Clean sponge.
It is very much like a Mr. Clean sponge. I think Chalk Couture was like, man, they're really giving Mr. Clean a lot of money, so they came up with this for us.
For a 2-pack of board erasers, it's $2.99.
Yeah, board erasers are $2.99, and they get things off your walls like a magic eraser. So, all right, so I've got this completely cleaned off. And we have used this a lot. I got this at our ChalkCon, and so when I had my team meeting, when I got back, I let all my team members use it. And then I've used it a few times, so.
Is that in the catalog?
Yes, this is our floral frame. And I'm going to show you how easy painting is with this. And it is so much fun for kids. Nice thing about this is if they mess up and they want to redo it, just a little water. Comes right off and you can start all over. If you accidentally squeegee off of the frame, that's okay because you can just wipe it up with water. I have Q-tips right here that I always keep on hand for when I go off the frame or mess up somewhere. I can just go ahead and wipe it up. And like I said, this chalk paste dries pretty fast. The ink doesn't. But you don't want, because this chalk paste dries hard, you don't want it to dry in the silk screen. So a lot of times when I'm doing a project where I'm scraping it really thin and I'm worried about it drying, I will lift as I go. If the chalk paste dries hard in the silk screen, when you lift the silk screen up, guess what's coming up with it? So you definitely want to lift while it's wet. Okay, this got me my basic outline. I'm going to hand this to Hannah real quick and have her wash it off for me so I can use it again after I'm done with the water painting. And then hurry back to read me my comments. All right, so I'm going to dry this really, really fast. You can use a hair dryer yourself. It doesn't take long at all to dry. Do you ladies have a preference? Do you like purples, yellows, pinks? What's your favorite colors? And I'll show you this in those colors. I just did a gray outline here. Let me know. I know for sure I'm going to do green for the leaves. So I'm going to go ahead and get that ready while you tell me what colors you want to see on these flowers. And it's just a tiny little bit of chalk in there.
Hi, Laura.
Laura Christensen?
Yep.
Hey, Laura. Oh, are you okay, baby?
Yeah.
All right. Almost had an accident here.
She said she's sitting in the sauna watching. Leah says yellow and pink.
Yellows and pinks. Got it. That's what we'll do then.
Candy says purple.
Oh. How about we do purple tips on the
pink?
On the pink. Won't that be fun?
Ooh.
Okay. So all I'm doing is making my chalk a little watery here by mixing it up. That way it'll go on the paintbrush really easily. All right. Quite a pile in my pan here. So yellows and pinks. A little bit of purple.
I like that idea.
What? You do, or is
The
someone?
colors, I like it.
Yeah. I have a couple different yellows. This one's a really, really bright one. Our new one over here is the daffodil. It's really soft. I'm going to use that one.
That's a pretty one. That'll look nice.
Yeah. I'm just, like I said, mixing it up because we want to mix in all those organic pigments and everything. And the first time Hannah and I tried this, we put a lot of chalk in there and then we ended up throwing it away. So trying to show you how little you need to use. You don't have to use much at all.
Yeah.
And we do sell these little trays, but you know, it's not like you have to have them. They, your little ceramic dishes will work just fine. These are all non-toxic. So
They really come in handy. They're $4.99.
And you get how many? Is it 12?
I will check. Actually, it's a 24 pack.
Oh, 24 pack. Okay.
So you get 24 for $4.99.
And you guys may be thinking, oh my goodness, this is adding up, but this is all reusable, washable. You can use this stuff over and over and over again.
And you can just buy the transfer and the paste and call it good.
And I do have little transfer singles, or paste singles, so you don't have to buy a whole tub. And you can get a bunch of little different colors, and I sell those for $2 a piece. So,
Laura says, love this stuff. Everyone needs a bunch of Chalk Couture to stay busy.
Yeah. My mom sent me home today. She told me, because I usually help her on Saturdays, she told me to just go home. So I was chucking.
Yes, we did a wedding board, didn't we?
That's the royal we.
I helped with the staging.
Yes, she did help me staging it for the photograph. That is true.
And I gave an opinion.
You always give opinions. Mm-hmm. All right. So
Except
I
for when I don't.
have a little paintbrush somewhere.
Somewhere. Is there one in your toolkit?
Oh, I've got a ton of them down here. I just had one ready. Oh, I used it for the etching.
Yes, your wedding board was fantabulous.
Oh, Laura?
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Laura.
Yes.
We appreciate the vote of confidence. So basically, I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm not trying to stay in the lines. I guess if you've got kindergartners, you can practice that, but I'll just show you real quick. I'm just scribbling away with it. I'm not worrying about staying in all the lines because I'm going to come back through and add those details in later. So basically, pretty simple, fun little art craft. They can do their doors.
Oh,
They can do their walls.
I did my mirror.
Hannah did her mirror, yes. So as long as, as long as they want it up, they can keep it up. And then when they're done with it, they can erase it with water. It's really fabulous.
Find you in your rocking chair.
Yeah, you're kind of creaky, aren't you? All right.
We should get you a glider rocking chair.
Well, we are in the daycare room. My craft room is on one end of the daycare room. And that way I can watch the kids during nap time, and I can craft. A lot of times I go live during nap time with my projects. Although with the infants lately, it's been really hard.
Hey, Krista.
Hey, Krista, my girl.
Laura says the refrigerator works amazing as a surface.
Yes, it does. Cupboards. People have done cupboards. We have these measurement transfers that'll tell cups and teaspoons and all that stuff, and people have done those on their cupboards as well. The thing is the stuff's not going to damage it. It's going to wash right off, so it can go on any surface. Your kids can have a heyday, have an art class all around the house, and when you're ready to get rid of it, just water. Water and a little scrub brush.
A little board eraser.
Or a sponge, I guess. I shouldn't say scrub brush, because that makes it sound like you're really hammering on it or something. But.
Or our $2.99 board erasers.
Yeah, the $3 board erasers. It's a 2-pack. They're great. All right, so I'm going to come through and put a little purple on the tips of these. And then I will quick do the other ones, and we'll be good to go. What do you guys think so far? Let me know in the comments what you think about this. If you have any thoughts.
Krista says you look beautiful.
Oh, thank you. This is I've done nothing with myself. This is what I've looked like all day.
Well, it's just natural beauty.
I guess. We'll call it that. There are so many times. My favorite scripture is Ecclesiastes 3:11, where God says that God has made everything beautiful in its time, because our time is now, and God made us this way for this purpose, and so we have to embrace our beauty. And the reason that is one of my favorite scriptures is because, I'm going to be real, I feel like I look like my 6 brothers. Like when I look at myself in the mirror with no makeup on, I look exactly like my brothers. So I think I look like a boy, and I do not think I'm beautiful. And so it is something I struggle with, and so that's a great reminder. And whenever I saw anyone when I was younger that people would say, oh, they're ugly. You know, kids are so mean. I would always look at them and I would think they have the most beautiful eyes, or look at that beautiful nose. And I always found something gorgeous in them because I knew how I felt, that I was ugly, and I didn't want anyone else to feel that way either. All right, so.
I love those purple tips.
Oh, yay. Thanks, Candy. Those are your purple tips. It was Candy, right?
That was me.
No, I thought Candy said purple.
Yeah. I said I love it.
Oh, okay. All right, so I'm going to go in with the green real fast and do leaves. Blah, 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 blah.
No, you look like my beautiful and amazing woman friend.
Well, you should see my brothers.
They will in the pictures. You're the best man.
Yes, I am the best woman in my little brother's wedding. And so I get the privilege of making signs for their wedding. That is super fun. They're doing a beautiful one that makes me cry every time I think about it. It is a window frame with twine across it that they're hanging pictures from. And I'm putting a sign in the middle that says, I'm going to cry. We know you'd be here if heaven weren't so far away, or something like that. And we're going to have like my brother, my grandpa, and the people that she's lost, their pictures on there so that they'll be with us at the wedding.
And Grandpa Woody.
Yep. Just lost my stepdad, so that's kind of fresh.
But yeah, it's going to be beautiful.
It is. It is amazing. I thought that was a beautiful tribute for them to do for their wedding, and I am so privileged to be able to make that for them. So what do you guys think about this for a home ec, or not home ec, art class project? Are you liking this idea?
It's very good.
We've got the painting, the etching, the inking.
Candy says she loves it.
Well, thank you, Candy. When you are inking, I will tell you this, and Candy's friend learned about this as well. When you're inking, squeegee only one direction, because if you start going all this way and that way, squeegeeing in, it shifts your
fabric.
Fabric, thank you. I was concentrating on my little dollop there. It shifts your fabric, and then it can leak in to other places.
Leah says, I know how you feel. I lost my papa a couple months before I got married.
Yep.
Tonight I wish he could have been there.
Yep. Yeah, it's so hard. And that's why I thought, wow, that's such a beautiful thing. That way, you know, kind of they're in our thoughts, and they're there with us. So
in our hearts.
They're always in our hearts. Yep. That's the one thing I love about daughters, is I know when I'm gone, I'm still going to be here, because these girls, we're a part of each other, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's that way with boys, but definitely is with my girls. All right. One flower left, and then I am going to dry this thing and put those details back over it. Hannah's washed the transfer for me, and it is right there for me. Hey, you can do choir while you're doing it too. Everyone sing a song. Everyone sing along.
Like that one song. Silver white winters.
Oh.
That melted
Yes, I have a massive transfer back here, or massive chalkboard back here, and it does say silver white winters that melt into spring. Every time we walk through the room, that gets into our head, because you just see it and subliminally you just... Because we added the water, it's not going to dry as fast as it normally does, but a hairdryer will get it done. Any questions? All right. I'm going to do a giveaway for one of these little Try Me packs that I'm just going to give away without you having to purchase anything. Just comment me below if you would like to be in the drawing for that. And Hannah will write them down and we'll do a drawing at the end of this. And like I said, just comment me and we'll get that to you in the mail. Or I can deliver it too. I'll be in town tomorrow. I'm going to show you this. This looks like a hot mess. I mean, it does not look pretty at all right now, just because all of our detailing is gone. But once you see this back on here, and I am going to fuzz it back up again because I'm putting it on top of chalk and I don't want those sticky parts to pull that up. And when you're drying with a hair dryer or like I did with a heat gun, missed a spot, you want to make sure it returns back to room temperature. You don't want to melt your transfer.
She commented me and then she said, "Oh, sorry, what was me for?" So do you want to say it again?
Okay. Hannah's got, I just handed her a paper and a pencil. Say me if you would like to be in a drawing for a free Try Me pack. This is free, no purchase necessary or anything like that. So just comment me below and we'll get that to you. I can bring it to church tomorrow and then deliver afterwards. And all I'm doing here is lining this back up over where I had it before. I'm just making sure my little gray outline matches up. And then pressing down, not super hard because I don't want to pull anything up. I'm going to grab the gray again. Ouch. Get a little bit of that on there. And just pull it back through. And it's going to cover up all those spots where the details need to be. So tomorrow, chalk delivery after church.
Candy and Leah want one. And Leah says she'll be ordering the pens.
Yeah, those pens are amazing.
Yeah, we got the sparkly and the regular.
I don't know if Jennifer's still on here, but Jennifer, comment me below if you want to try this out.
And Miss Emily.
And Emily, yes. All right. So you guys saw the mess that it was before.
Ooh.
And now that we've added the details back in, it's gone ahead and gone back over. So right here you can see that I painted outside of the lines. You can scratch it off with your fingernail, or like I said, take a Q-tip and clean that spot up.
Yes, I think that looks very cute.
So that is the watercoloring technique, the ink technique, the paper technique. Anything else you guys want to see? Just let me know below. Love the pen pal idea.
Yes.
It's a lot of fun.
Paper, metal, windows, wood, chalkboards.
And we do have, like I said, those 12 packs of Chalkable chips and the 12 minis make great fun games, hide and seek, find the pig, find the cow, things like that. I know those are all for like younger age kids, but your teens will have a blast making and creating different things like this as well.
They can decorate their rooms with it.
Yes, absolutely. And so that was the one we did with the ombre technique and the water painting. And this one just needs to be filled in. Another fun thing.
Miss Leah wants to see you do a mirror.
I do. Mirrors are tricky because you get to see the background. This right here is just an old, ugly picture frame. And it was broken at Hobby Lobby, so they sold it dirt cheap. I took spray paint and painted it, stapled a ribbon to the back, and tied it through my metal chalkboard, and then I chalked on it. So I can actually hang things from here. And that's fun. Oh, canvas. We didn't do canvas. All right, Hannah grabbed a mirror.
We could do something like I don't do mornings.
I'm going to show them the canvas real quick. Sorry, I'm pulling these off my wall. So this was the matching frame. It was brown and gold, really, really ugly. And I took a canvas off of the wood frame it was on. I chalked it, and then I put it into this frame. And so now I have a little Paris-themed decor here. How easy is that? And wonderful. Let's see. Canvas. Would you grab one of the canvases off the wall? So these flat canvases are super cheap at like Dollar General. Really, really cheap. And they are flat, and they're those hard ones. These are really super easy to chalk on. The one Hannah is grabbing, oh, she grabbed a couple. Okay. They have this empty spot in here, so we place a book in there. That way we've got something firm to press against when we're pulling the chalk through the silk screen. Hannah just painted this with acrylics, and then she chalked the rest in. And then you can seal it with a polyurethane spray, or you can just leave it as it is. I did this one here, and you can see, hopefully you can see that the stars are sparkling and shining. That is because our chalk dries hard. So while the stars were still wet, I just sprinkled glitter on them. And then when it hardens, it stays in there. So that is stuck on there now.
Hello, Grandma.
Which grandma?
Yours. Mom.
My mom. Hello, Mama. So canvases are super easy to do. Like I said, the tip I give is put a book behind it. We used to use our encyclopedias till the girls weren't being homeschooled anymore, and we got rid of them all.
Yeah, we switched to online.
Yeah, so.
Digital.
And nobody wanted our encyclopedias, so we threw them away. What should we put on this? You said spring. How about I really hate to point this at you because then you're going to see the daycare room and all the toys, but I'll do it for Leah. All the fingerprints off her mirror here. So you just make sure your surface is clear, and then fuzz your transfer up. How messy is that?
I can't really see.
Okay. And fuzz the transfer up so it will come off of that surface really easily. So I'm just doing bless our nest. And bless you.
Thank you.
That was on cue. Oh wait, this one's not opened yet. I'm gonna do it in black so you can see. But you can really literally do it in so many different colors and have fun with it.
You're doing it upside down.
I am doing it upside down so that it's not facing the other way.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing it so that they can see. I'm gonna grab a bigger squeegee. And dead air. Sorry, y'all. Normally we're talking.
We're focusing.
Well, I was just trying to think, what have I not shown? There are so many things you can do with chalk. So many things. I've done wooden porch signs, stovetop covers.
Yeah.
Do you want to go grab
We've
our
done-
stove cover?
We've done aprons before.
Yeah. Bless our nest. You could add birds. You could do a little wreath, whatever you want. That, let me dry it, and I'll show you how it does not rub off. Okay, so you'd think this smooth surface it would rub off, but it does not. I'm going to come around this side here real quick. I'm not sure. You're going to see the camera and me. Hi! Like you weren't seeing me enough already. There you go. That is mirrors.
And here is our stove cover.
This is what I put on my glass top stove. We have cupboards above it, and so things fall out. And one time our glass top shattered, and it cost more to fix it than it did to buy a whole new stove. So we bought a new stove. So now I have this here to protect it. So this is just wood, and I inked it, and then I coated it with a polyurethane. I have had this for a year and a half now. Obviously, it needs to be wiped down, but just handles on it, easy on and off. I make these. I also made one for my sink because my sink's in the middle of my countertop. So when I have buffet style meals, now I just slap that down and we have more counter space. So sky's the limit with Chalk Couture. You can do so many things.
Yes, that's true. We made hats for Papa.
Oh yes, and for one of the ladies at our church, she wears it all the time. So I'm going to show you really quick on wood. All my little projects off to the side here that I have for later. I bought this to do for one of the kids at my church because he was obsessed with tractors and I forgot to chalk it. Uh-oh.
Oh. Who's that?
A Clark kid. I don't remember. It was probably Johann.
One of the Clarks.
One of the Clarks. Okay. Does anyone have something specific they want to see on here? If you do, go ahead and let me know.
We should do the dad transfer.
The dad bod? I don't want to do the dad bod. Do not suggest dad bod. Someone else can do that.
I have like Grill Master and stuff.
Yeah, we do. How about this one?
Wander.
I've got one that says Wander. What do you guys think of that? Now, this is not a smooth surface, and that's why I wanted to show you this one. It's got ridges in it. But we can do Wander with some of the flowers and stuff that it has with it. We've got all kinds of fun flowers here. Now, you'll see that I wrote a number on here. That's because I wrote a number on the back, too. Because these are reusable, you want to stick them to the correct side. So if you've written on the back, you know that's the back, and you won't accidentally stick it to the wrong side. Yes.
Leah says she loves the dad bod. Ha ha, and the beard that comes with the dad bod.
Yeah.
Somebody's on my side.
You like the dad bod, too?
I think it's funny.
But would a dad really hang a sign that said dad bod?
If it was a gift, yes.
I could see if it was a t-shirt and he'd be
gift.
sporting it like dad bod. You know, I could totally see that. But a sign. Are we okay with Wander?
Let's look at colors while we wait.
Okay.
Yeah, guys, just let us know if you have any suggestions for what you want us to put on there.
Yeah, we love to do this, and so we could do this all night.
No, not all night. I
No,
wanna go
we
to
won't
bed.
do it all night.
I like to sleep.
So, Hannah wants me to show you color selections. We have beautiful shimmer copper, shimmer gold, shimmer silver, and shimmer reds. And basically they've got metallics in them, and they just shine beautifully. You guys are going to blow your mind when you see how many colors I have to choose from.
How do we ever make a decision?
Yeah.
I like that tide color. It's pretty.
The tide is beautiful. Yes.
Isn't it like our remake of Peacock?
It's different. Please, somebody, say stop, stop.
Okay.
So I think we have like
Um,
30-some colors in chalk paste
Yeah.
available in the catalog.
I want to show you guys real quick. These are the ink selections, and that's all chalk, and that's all chalk. Yeah, we have 3 shimmers, lots of chalks, and these are our seasonal chalks that we have right now. The pink grapefruit, the citrus splash, the spring zing, the blue jay, and the wisteria. The wisteria is actually a really pretty purple.
Unfortunately, I do not have the wisteria on hand.
Yeah.
But this chalk paste I bought 2 years ago. And usually they have a shelf life of 6 months. And this is still wet. So some of them, just depending on their pigmenting, can last a long time. Some of them make it 6 months. But that's when we add the distilled water and give it more life. I've added distilled water and put it in the bullet blender, and it's just like new.
All right. What do you think for colors?
No comments?
Yeah, she said support small businesses. If you own a business, use these to make signs.
Yep. I know there's quite a few of you who love bees. And so let's
Wander with bees.
I'm looking for my bee transfer that I just did. I've got honeycomb here. So let's go ahead and do this. And because this is a bumpier surface, I'm going to take and press down to try and get it into all of those little crevices. Make sure there's no air bubbles, and we'll go with yellow for the hive, or honeycomb, or whatever they call it. Clay said dinner. She's hungry again, folks. We ate just before this live. That's a fathead pizza. All right. See how that pops off that brown wood. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Oh, you really did grab berries.
I'm not a liar. I like that.
Do you?
It looks cool.
All right. This transfer, unfortunately, is no longer available. I grabbed this one a while ago for my friends who love bees. And then never made them anything. So,
Got busy.
yeah.
Because we're all busy bees.
All right, hive rules, queen bee, or be happy? What do we want on this sign? Do you want to say hive rules, be happy?
Ooh, I like
Or
that.
should we do queen bee? Put a crown on this bee?
I like hive rules, be happy.
All right, let me know, let me know, let me know. And because this is wet still, I didn't dry it. I'm making sure that my transfer doesn't touch it because it will pull it up if it's still wet. This one.
That's a really detailed bee.
So what I'm going to do with this bee is I'm going to do this in black. And then I'm going to take a paintbrush and paint in the yellow. And then I'm going to go back over it with the black. That way you're not getting the wood behind it, but you're going to get the details. So
That's a good idea.
thank you. I come up with them once in a while. Sometimes I get a good idea. I think it's time to throw that empty thing out. Open up the new one. Oh, hey, what's this one? We have a backup backup. All right. Do we have any comments on what we're going to make this thing say?
Nope.
None? Okay, we make it with hive rules then.
Dead air.
Yes.
That's our new
Instead of
catchphrase.
saying dead air, you need to just say something wonderful and inspiring.
Well, I'm eating strawberries, so strawberries are delicious.
Okay.
So our new
So, I'm going to show you how to really, really quick wash off a transfer to use again. I'm just going to grab a Lysol wipe. And just rub the front of the transfer to get all of that black off. Clean out the front of the silk screen. And then I'm going to wipe off the back.
And these mats are actually really cool. They just came out with them, didn't they?
Yeah, they're self-healing mats, so your transfer won't stick to them. Because it can stick to other surfaces. Okay, so this is now cleaned out.
Ooh, Miss Leah's eating a deep dish pizza.
Oh, hey, great minds. I'm going to set it over here. And Hannah threw my paper towels on the floor, so I'll have to ask for those, please. Thank you. I'm just going to take this paper towel and wipe out the front of the silk screen while it's face sticky side down on the towel. And that will dry it up. Now that that is drying, I'm going to come through here. And I'm not adding the water or anything like that because I want this to dry fast. I'm going to do white on the wings, and then I will do the yellow on the body. And this bee does have beautiful detailing. He's got cross hatching on him, which should show up nicely on that jar with that glass etching. Are you looking forward to Thursday night, Leah, when you get to come over and do this?
Oh yeah, who else coming over?
I think Tara, Ashley, and Leah.
What time?
I don't know, Leah. What time are you guys coming over? I don't know.
Coming over in Crafton?
Yeah. Because it is fun.
Is Ashley gonna make her onesie or t-shirt or whatever?
I don't know. So the first time I ever was introduced to Chalk Couture, Ashley Clark was having a party. And we made Christmas stuff. And so I bought more transfers for us to do Valentine's. And then I wanted to buy more for something else. And the lady said,
Just sign up. Get the
sign up,
discount.
get the discount, yeah. And I thought, no, not going to do that.
Then you did, and now you're addicted. Long story short.
Yeah.
Your purple's gonna fall.
Thank you, my love.
You're welcome.
So, Haley, my oldest, is 18 and graduated now. But she was my first homeschool kid, and I've homeschooled her since she was in the 2nd grade. And so I understand everyone's apprehensions at homeschooling. It can seem a little intimidating, but I've got a graduate. So
you're not gonna water it down?
No, that's what I said. I'm not watering it down because I want it to dry fast.
I see.
Yeah. I'm breaking the painting rules.
How could you?
Plus it's on wood, so I figured. I don't want to put water on the wood. Anyway, so Hannah is 16 now, and she'll be graduating shortly, and I will be done with my homeschooling adventure. Although I do still teach my preschoolers, so.
Does that make you feel old?
That you guys are old. The gray hairs probably make me feel more old than your age. So, that's okay. They're beautiful silver. They shine. Okay.
Miss Leah says she loves anything with bees. She saw a sign at Hobby that said, "Welcome to our honeycomb."
Aw, that is cute. So, why do you like bees? Like, what is the draw?
Oh, Miss Leah, did you know that Miss Chris Phillip is getting bees in May? She's got her hives, and her boys are going to make her some stands to get them off the ground. And then she's going to get her bees in May.
Oh, wrong one again. Just chalked myself. What is the draw with the bees?
Don't you like bees?
I used to like honey before I went keto. But to be quite honest, we have wasps, so I really don't know much about bees. One time, we didn't have air conditioning in the van, and so I was driving down the road with the windows down, and I was dressed for church, and I had a nice little pencil skirt on, and I felt something thunk me on the chest. So I'm going down the interstate, I'm by the windmill, I look down, and I kid you not, there's a big fuzzy as big as my thumb bumblebee. I have never seen anything that big.
It was
in my
like
life.
a queen bee.
It was massive. I don't know what queen bees look like, but it was massive. It was as big as my thumb. And it was just laying there. So I thought, oh, okay, it's dead. It hit my chest pretty hard. I was like, it's dead. I'm good. I'll just drive to church. When I get out, I'll just shake it off. Get past the windmill, and it starts crawling towards the edge of my skirt.
It starts crawling on you.
And I'm like, it's going to go up my skirt. I have never stopped so fast in my life. That was frightening.
Miss Leah said, first of all, honey is amazing, and bees do what they need to protect their queen. She said, oh my gosh, I want bees so bad.
All right. So we're going to do the hive rules. And that's crooked. For those of you who don't know, Hannah and I are very particular. It's crooked again. Hannah really enjoys Monk.
My favorite TV show.
So she told me when all this crazy started happening, she's like, Monk is right about everything. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh my goodness, people would be walking around with their wipes.
Yep, she's like, we're all going to be like Monk. And then somebody came out with a bunch of Monk memes, and I was like, Hannah's happy.
Grandma says, having been stung by a wasp, it has affected my feelings towards all things like that.
Yeah. And that's what I was saying. All we have is wasps, which are quite frightening. And the wasps will chase the children when they're out playing. So, I don't know. I'm thinking the hive rules needs to be in a different color because it is really, really dark.
Did you do black?
I did black.
You should do white.
Okay, we're going to do
Leah
white.
says, okay, I have to bounce out. Movie night with hubby. I shared all over and will remind my friends over this week.
Awesome. Thanks, girl. This is our last project, and we are done. So,
have fun, Miss Leah.
And then, did anyone else comment me below?
No, just Leah and Candy.
Okay. Well, I will just send Leah and Candy one.
She said, please
They're both winners.
Please take a pic of this when you're done.
Absolutely, girl.
Grandma says, remind me to tell you about a wasp, my purse, and the Air Force Base entry gate.
Oh my goodness.
That sounds interesting.
It does. It sounds like some people might be pulling out guns because you're getting a little too excited at the entry gate. You can just picture it now.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm going to wash this hive rules out because, like I said, it showed up super dark.
Miss Leah says she can't wait for Thursday.
I know, me either. I love having people over and crafting. I need to start my classes up again. Gotta wait till everyone's done with their crazy, though.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Alright, so drawing this out real fast, and then we'll lay it back over the top and fix the hive rules so that we can actually see it.
She said, oh, looking very good.
Awesome. Alright, so last part, and we are done. And we will sign off. ChopCouture.com/Amity for the store. Or you can contact me, and I will do curbside delivery for you.
Yes.
So that you can, I will deliver it to your curbside. So you can pick it up and not worry about leaving your home, for those of you who are worried about that. Alright, here we go. Dun 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 dun. I zigzagged it over so there was a little black outline. So there we go. Hive rules, be happy.
Cute.
we are done, and I'm going to wash up my transfers, Lysol them up, and let them dry, and they'll be ready to use again. Thanks for joining, guys, and comment VIP below if you want to join my VIP group and hear about specials I have. Check out my YouTube channel, Amity Safar. I'm also on Instagram, Amity Safar. I am so creative with my names. My business page, Crossroads Chalking with Amity. Anyway, check us out.
And order off of this.
Yep.
Order off of our website.
Yep.
And we will enter you into a drawing for a free prize. And yeah.
Awesome. Thanks for joining, guys, and happy chalking.